This is the moment Odablock, the most feared player in the entire tournament, got deleted in just 2 game ticks.
I just died for everything.
No warning, no escape, just gone. And the player who pulled it off wasn't just anybody. It was Torvesto, the same player Odablock had personally coached on this exact combo. This wasn't just a kill.
That's gotta hurt so bad.
It was the most ironic moment in Deadman mode history. Deadman Mode All-Stars Season 2 brought together some of the most recognizable players in old school RuneScape. High-risk combat, limited resources, and a format where a single mistake could end your run instantly. Every fight mattered, every decision carried weight. But as the tournament unfolded, one player began to separate himself from the rest. Odablock's team wasn't just behind, they were completely unprepared. The first breach arrived just 9 hours after the server launched. Every player had started from scratch. No stats, no gear, no bank. Just a fresh account and a race against the clock. And compared to other teams, Oda's squad simply hadn't progressed fast enough. To be fair, they had found a few early wins. Mutz managed to pick up several kills around the stronghold using his ranged relic. But by the time the first breach opened, those kills hadn't translated into meaningful gear. Most of the team was still wearing equipment you could buy from NPC shops. MMORPG was running around in priest gowns, Mutz still wearing monk robes. Meanwhile, the strongest teams looked like they were playing a different tournament entirely. Bodhi's team had built their strategy around the melee relic, which gives them a chance to deal an extra 10 damage on their next attack. More importantly, that chance rolls per hit splat. So they spent their entire early game farming Glacial Tomatlis, a weapon that hits twice. More hit splats meant more relic procs. More relic procs meant absurd damage. And it worked. Anybody caught by Bodhi's team got shredded. Then there was Solo Mission's team. Higher stats, Barrow's gear, better supplies. By comparison, Odablock's team never really stood a chance. When the breach finally began, they were pushed out almost immediately and walked away with virtually nothing to show for it. But in hindsight, that first breach may have been the best thing that could have happened to them, because now there was no room for mistakes. They could either catch up, or spend the rest of the tournament getting farmed by everyone else. After the first breach, the message was clear. Odablock's team wasn't competing for first place. They were trying to survive. The gap between them and the top teams was massive. Better gear, better stats, more resources, and most importantly, more momentum. At this stage of Deadman mode, momentum was everything. Every hour spent training translated into stronger gear. Every upgrade makes the next upgrade easier, and every missed opportunity puts you further behind. For Odablock's team, there wasn't a secret strategy. There wasn't some miracle comeback waiting around the corner. They simply had to grind. And they grinded. Hard. Hour after hour, their accounts started to take shape. The gear improved. The stats improved, and slowly, the gap began to close. But catching up was only part of the problem, because eventually, everyone reaches the same realization in Deadman mode. The fastest way to progress is to take someone else's progress. And that's when things start getting interesting.
I can't believe all of them wrong. I died. Oda killed me.
By this point, Odablock had something he did not have at the first breach. Confidence. the players he spent the early game avoiding were suddenly becoming targets. 1 kill turned into 2. 2 became 5. Before long, people stopped viewing Odablock as another contestant. They started viewing him as a real threat. Because the deeper the tournament went, the more dangerous he became.
Nice. Skilly next. I'm on 1 restart.
At the same time, Torvesta was quietly putting together a run of his own. Less chaotic, more measured, but no less dangerous. There was one detail that made this matchup especially interesting. Odablock is known for one of the fastest kill combinations in the entire game. The Armadyl Godsword into Granite Maul. Executed properly, it leaves almost no room to respond. And it was a technique Torvesta had learned directly from Odablock.
Double roll that. No, that was...
As the tournament progressed, the possibility of death between the two became more likely. There were some close calls. Moments where one better RNG roll could have decided everything. But each time, the fight didn't have a conclusion. Until eventually, it did. Odablock, risking all of his team's best loot for the finale, found Torvesta at Barrows. There were no distractions, no teams, no interference. Just 2 players, fully aware of what the other was capable of. And then, in a single moment, Odablock was dead?
I just died for everything.
Huh?
I just died for everything.
Oh my god, you did. Oh, fuck, we've had a bad fucking streak, eh?
That is probably one of the worst deaths I've ever had in DMM history.
That's crazy. Oh, fuck. What?
The result was immediate. Not because Odablock lost, but because of how it happened. The timing, the precision, the context behind it. In a tournament defined by high-risk gameplay, this moment stood apart. Because in the end, the mechanic that helped define Odablock's dominance became the exact one that ended it.
Oh, Alex! Alex! Oh my god! Alex! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Look, the story.
My own student just killed me for Max. Torvesta PM and he said, I'm sorry, you're the king and that's why this is so big, you taught me that. Fair play, bro. I should have never taught that motherfucker.
I'm so sorry.
No, you did a good move. Torvesta, if you see this, good fight, brother. I did well, but you did better today.